Hi guys, I will be careful because the Tascam is right here and I'm speaking softly. So, did you see this ground cherry on the thumbnail? So, you open it like this. And then you eat that. Very sweet. It looks like cherry tomato. I have really good news. I passed my driving test. And so you can make minor mistakes and 3 major ones to pass your driving test here in Oregon. And I got 98% right because while I was about to park just to the DMV, I went in and I chose an aisle. I forgot to signal to the right. Now that's the only reason. Oh, and she said when we were about to go to the right from the DMV, I should have made it like to look on the left, right, left. I remember doing it several times, but maybe my looking was very subtle. So that's why I'm thinking I got 98% right because it's 100 points in total. By the way, we got this from farmers market here at the coastal Oregon. If you find this, go buy it, guys. I have eaten this in Sweden and Denmark, and it was from Israel. And it tasted bitter, bland, and not eat. I was a bit grumpy. Just before I started this video, and Micah said, after you make the video, I think you should eat some food. So I will show you guys student driver sticker that I used while driving. You put this on the back of your car or at the side. We even lost a third one because we put it on the side of the car. And before I started driving, I got this that I had to read. Oopsie. You know what I need to think about for the test? I wasn't expecting to even pass the test because Michael is a very good driver. He's a perfectionist, so I felt intimidated. But he's also very patient, guys, so that's the reason I learned. By the way, on Monday, I will be shadowing at the elementary school, and on Tuesday I will be shadowing at the high school here where we live. Because they called me the other day, to sub, but I was still sleeping. So now I have to be a morning person and be ready before 8 because they called when it was 7:53. So this morning, guys, I drank 2 mugs of coffee 4,000 micrograms of B12. I took them. It was sublingual. And prayed a lot just so I would have the nerve to take the test. I was so nervous. It's not just the normal nervousness. That wasn't that good. It's also because of the menopause, guys. When you're going through it, you experience anxiety, fear, fatigue. There's like 34 symptoms. And even though you know you shouldn't be tired, you shouldn't be afraid, or you shouldn't be stressed, because for example, I was cooking and I love cooking, and but everything was good. I was doing everything right. I wasn't stressed, and yet I could feel the stress on my shoulders. I'm not an emotional person, so that's why I know the difference of real stress and the menopause. I analyze myself. I'm aware I can cry when I'm sad, but this menopause makes me cry even when I shouldn't cry, like small things. And in my head, while I'm crying, I'm thinking, I usually don't cry about those things. Drinking coffee helps me a lot because coffee gives you adrenaline, or it makes your body produce adrenaline. So you become brave, I also found menopause support tablets on Amazon, and it's an alternative tablet. It has natural ingredients like black cohosh, quai something, and it reduces the migraine and the anxiety and fear, and also the dizziness, guys. Anyways, so while doing the driving test, I know I wouldn't be that afraid if I did this test last year. Because I love doing exams. I love that. And I would have been very excited last year, while this morning I was just afraid. My menopause symptoms started last year with having like pressure on my forehead. So migraine, guys, which I would have sometimes if the sun is like shining too much and like just coming once a week instead of every day, since I'm quite sensitive to the sun. Even though I'm born and raised in the Philippines. So I was having on and off symptoms. We didn't go to the doctor because I didn't know it was menopause. And some women start with their menopause in their 30s without even knowing it. Because you can still have your period but have migraine, too much fatigue, fear and anxiety. It almost feels like you're not right up there because your body is doing something that your brain or heart doesn't agree with. Yeah. So it was only this year that I connected it, like just this month, since my period stopped totally. So I thought, oh, that's why I've been having migraines, more and more. And that's why I think one of the reasons I have been like feeling overwhelmed and wanting to have more privacy. I mean, I know I'm like that, but it's extremely difficult now. So luckily we moved to this other house, so it has helped me. Michael has been very good in teaching me how to drive, in supporting me with my menopause symptoms. I'm not like other women who would just cry or be emotional or reactive without analyzing. Some women don't even do anything to improve their symptoms. Like for me, I'm very logical. It's hard for me to cry. It's not often I do. So when I do, I analyze it. I tell him, oh, it's my PMS. Like now I say, oh, it's my menopause. So he loves that part of me. I never make him read my mind. I tell him what's on my mind. I tell him why I'm crying. I'm honest, even though it might hurt him, because for me it has just worked better that way. Before, when I was younger, I would try to imitate others, but I didn't do well with that because people thought I was being a fake. And it was in my 40s that I started accepting myself and, just being myself, and especially with Michael, since he's my soulmate and my husband. So I want to be honest with him. He can take the good and the bad about me. He can't really pick and choose. So even with the menopause, it has been so hard. It's not, I think, not menopause completely. It's perimenopause or something. Some women go through it it varies from 4 months to 19 years. So you can still have your warm or hot flashes, your mood swings, your migraine, your anxiety, fatigue. There's so many symptoms for 19 years, and there are so many help out there, especially if you Google or put menopause on Amazon, and there are so many products you could buy to alleviate the symptoms. And I know, guys, you are very young to understand this, but some of you are in my age, so yeah, it's very hard while you're going through it. And sometimes I take ibuprofen when the black cohosh is not enough, but when I'm taking it, there's much less. You can take it every day of the month. You have to rest for a week after taking it for 21 days. But I'm only taking 1 capsule instead of 2, and I'm wondering if I can take it every day when I do that. But I have to research on that, guys. Excuse me. We celebrated my doing the test in a seafood restaurant, guys. And we also walked on the beach, and there was a lighthouse. It was a very good day. And then we went home and we took a nap in the sofa, mostly me. So I was super tired, so now I'm just doing this video. So guys, I do hope you like this fruit. Some of you perhaps hasn't seen it before. I have eaten it before and I was disappointed every time. So I'm very impressed with this. It's from the farmer's market. It was, you could buy 3 like baskets for $10. Michael took 1 basket with cherry tomatoes, and it's super yummy too. It's super sweet, but I just thought you would like this better. So I hope you like this video, guys. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to this channel, ScorpioAnnYT. Please go to my husband's ASMR channel also, Michael Soothing ASMR, and to my daughter's 2 channels, Phil and Art and Beauty Freak. Thank you so much for watching. I love you.